Interesting. I actually kind of want that. The resistance. Dun, 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 dun. I need to get a screen for my Wii U so I can get rid of it. I kind of want Gradius. He's got it for $12. It doesn't seem too bad. Is that Mega Man 64 really worth that much? I need a case for that. Street Fighter. Yeah. All the same junk that's been here forever. NES for 60. GameCube for 50. Is Steve around? Yeah, if you call Steve. Star Wars. Yeah. Yeah, they already priced it. Yeah, that's fine.
And you get a hold of the other ones.
Nah.
He's like, yeah, I priced them all and I threw. Get a hold of them.
No, I don't have DK3. That label's not bad.
There you go, Steve. Something for you to put in.
Good.
Where's my ticket?
Looking at those Transformers, this lot actually caught my eye. If it goes cheap enough.
Ooh. There's another lot I'm looking for and I can't find it anywhere.
Is it the game lot?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. Is it the PlayStation one?
Yeah, that's what I mainly came for. Yeah, no, it's crazy, right?
I haven't seen it.
Grim Fandango. Okay. What's a steelbook?
Come in for the action? Bet? I don't know. How do you guys want to do it?
They changed it.
That's cute. Catch me kitty engines. Yeah. What are you looking on the game stuff? Whatever. I play it and collect it and.
Make me an offer.
What do you have in mind? Your stuff. I don't like to buy it and sell it.
Well, the controllers, I was trying to get like 10 apiece on it.
Yeah.
The games are like 5 apiece.
You have any more like this?
Game.
Do you have any other Nintendo stuff?
I do. No, I have a game system, but I don't know what my husband did with it. I just have the game itself.
Yeah.
It's over there.
How much are the games?
$3 each.
Calls, I do it. I always go. I never say no. They call me one Sunday morning. Call me Sunday morning, 5 in the morning, go to the Mass Pike, run a hammer, take it down the toll booth. I got there Sunday morning. I was in my driveway, sleeping in my truck, hung over, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get home till Friday night. I stayed the whole week.
Hey, they just
Power
did
naps
something
in the
to
pickup.
Jock. I can't think what the fuck it was. Who's that? Oh, they haven't paid him his overtime. Were you guys working Sunday?
I wasn't. He
What are you guys getting on
Yeah,
the
he
games and
works
stuff? $2
Didn't
each?
pay his overtime, didn't pay nothing. All this money adding up. They called Jock. They said, yeah, hey, can you go do something? He's like, hey, where's my money? Where's my double time and a half? Where's this? Where's that? You ain't even paid me for that yet. He goes, oh, you'll get your money. You'll get your money. They never paid him.
All right, I gotta go. My ride's walking out. Hey, but you know what? It is what it is. I've been doing it. I didn't deserve to what he just did to me, though. But
I know, man. You're a good guy.
it's all right. Hey, the other day, a wire come out of the controller. Kept going, take the controller apart. I said, I just took all the tools out of my truck. I don't even have a screwdriver. Oh, all right. Yeah.
There you go.
Now I get you make to stand there and wait for a mechanic.
Yeah. Well, I did try, Jeff, but I don't have the
Yeah,
tools.
the other day, doing a welding job, I don't have my cheated glasses. I can't see without glasses, so.
All right,
The
cool.
only thing I can find is a plastic photo. Hey, do you have a pocket like that?
Am I checking
I haven't played on these in a while. I'm on Xbox One now.
Yeah. We do a lot of the old stuff too.
Yeah. I like GameCube and stuff, so.
Yeah. Look at this, that one's actually right here. These are empty.
Guys, this is a good game, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a good game. That's fun.
You wouldn't know what like these are, do you? They're empty. Well, no, they're empty.
Oh, they're empty?
Yeah.
There is a bag full of.
Yeah, we're gonna need them because.
There's a couple of pairs.
No, those are empty too.
Well, the case, this one's actually right there.
Oh, all right. So did you find it?
Yeah.
The match? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I found the match for this one.
Okay.
If you have, I mean, I'll even take the empty cases on these if you don't have them.
Yeah.
But if you, you don't have the little, like the little games anyway.
Right. Oh, what? No?
I can pay $100.
Guess not. That's a good game right here for the DS.
Yeah, I would have
good,
grabbed
yeah.
that if the game was there, but there's nothing. Couldn't see it.
Yeah, I guess not. Maybe they're in some cases like double game.
Well, it could be. That's the thing.
Yeah, like this one's empty too.
All right, I'll take that one.
That one's empty. I know that one's empty, but
All right,
actually,
yeah,
didn't look what was in
the
here.
empty ones.
SpongeBob, Powerpuff. That one's actually.
Oh, make me an offer. It's got the swings, although you will have to replace one of
That one's
the
empty
bolts,
too.
The tube. Got a little rod on it. I do have all the doors, and I have the top netting, but it's
You know what? Yeah, that one's over here. You got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I should pay you to put them all back together. There you go. That one finally.
Yeah. It's too bad there's no game. That one was empty too.
Don't be scared. Shout it out.
That one's empty.
The worst I can say is no. Yeah. Don't worry. So,
It's too bad. I'd take probably most of those too.
it's got the sandbox in the bottom, and then it has the clubhouse or playhouse in the top.
6, 7.
It used to be my son right there.
And these are empty.
Yeah. We've had that thing forever.
All right. What's the best you would do in that stack?
So,
Somebody could
what
use
is it?
it. You know what I mean?
I'll think about it. How's that one?
And these two are empty.
All right, so, I don't know, 15? Whatever, make me enough.
Do 10?
Yeah,
All right.
take them away.
All right. I think that was empty too. It's just an empty. Can I take that? All right.
If it's sure.
I can use empty cases, so
take
yeah.
them. And then I'm only gonna throw them out.
Oh, okay.
So you want any more of those? You want a bag?
No, I got my backpack.
Okay.
But yeah, these are empty. I'll grab those.
That thing's recording that GoPro.
Yes. I can't tell anymore in the light. What's going on, everybody? Justin here. I got a ton of stuff from the past 2 weeks. Most of it, bulk-wise, came from Friday and Saturday. Really nothing today, which is Sunday. It rained again, as per usual. And a lot of the other stuff is from the past 2 weeks. But really, like Friday and Saturday were my best days, really, recently. So I'm just going to kind of dive in, show you where I got everything from, and we'll move on. So the stuff from like last week, picked this guy up from Savers. It's one of those like knockoff play systems. It was all complete, all there. I got it for like $4 or $5, so It was just kind of something stupid to pick up and have. Just kind of one of those weird knockoff things. So figured why not? Maybe I'll sell it. Maybe it'll sit in the collection. It's probably going to be more sold than kept. So if anybody's interested, just kind of a neat knockoff thing. Grabbed this book at a church sale. One of the only video game things I found at the sale, because apparently somebody got there like an hour before it even opened and they let them in. So even church sales have gotten to that point. I paid 50 cents for the book. It's really cool. It's everything from like Pac-Man up to I think 2014 is when it came out. So right about then. The only other thing I found at that church sale was this Xbox game. I paid 50 cents for it. Forza Motorsports. The disc is kind of scratched. I don't know if it'll work or not, but if not, I paid $1 for it. Not a big deal. Kind of a cool pickup. It was a good game back then, but I don't know. Moving on, grabbed this guy at Savers. I paid $5 for it. I know nothing about it. Can't find much of anything online. Obviously, it was some kind of promotional item for Wolfenstein. It's a Wolfenstein Stein, which is kind of cool. It has the original tag on it. Made in Germany, which is really cool. I am keeping this for my collection because I'm a big Wolfenstein fan. I'm sure as many of you know that have watched the channel. It just kind of runs in the genre of what I collect. But that's a really cool piece. If anybody knows anything about this or how they came out in public, definitely let me know. Otherwise, I might contact somebody through Bethesda and figure it out from there, because it does say Bethesda on the bottom as well. This stack here, as you can see, is all GameCube manuals. I paid $4.99 for the entire stack. There's 50 something manuals, I believe, if I remember right. I bought them, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago. Not quite that long ago, like sometime early last week. But still, $5 for all these. The best manuals in here: Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, Kirby Air Ride, F-Zero GX, Spyro Hero's Tale, and Crash Team Tag Racing. A lot of these are going to be for sale or trade. I might hang on to them, so when I come across them and I don't have the manuals, then I have them. But if anybody's interested in anything, let me know. That stuff will be for sale or trade. Another Savers pickup. You'll see there's quite a few Savers and Goodwill stuff here. Another Savers. I grabbed this, and the Mortal Kombat. I can't remember if there was something else when I grabbed these. But anyway, I saw them come out of the back of the store with the cart of video games. I followed him over. Some other kid followed him over. Oh yeah, this was it too. Some other kid followed over, and we kind of went through them. Nothing super crazy. I grabbed this basically because I'm a big fan of 300. It's the game on the PSP. I don't have a ton of PSP games, but I paid $4 for it. So not a bad pickup. This guy, all this stuff was marked really weird, by the way. This game was marked $7.99. Crisis Core Final Fantasy, what is that, 5, 6, 7? I know nothing about this game. The other guy picked it up and goes, oh, it's the wrong game. It's not even, worth it. So sometimes you got to see what the wrong game is. Well, the wrong game was Ys 1 and 2. Is it Ys or Ys? I think it's Ys, right? 1 and 2 Chronicles. It's mint. This disc only copy goes for like $35. So he missed out. I didn't. So you always got to know what you're looking at when you look at it, even if it's in the wrong game, wrong case. I grabbed this mainly because it was $2. Gran Turismo 5. Gran Turismo was always a great racing series. And you guys know how I have this soft spot for PS3 stuff. So I grabbed it for the collection. Grabbed the Mortal Kombat 3 just because it was $1. On the PC, I don't see Mortal Kombat on the PC often. I'll never play it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. It's just kind of a cool thing to pick up. So if anybody's interested, let me know. Also grabbed Deadly Premonition. Disc only. It was in a black case. I took it out of the black case because the case was junk. Paid $1.99 for that. Disc only. This is like $25. I have a sealed copy I picked up a long time ago at Walmart when they were on clearance for like $14. So now that gives me the opportunity to leave mine sealed, and I can keep that one in the collection and play it eventually, which is awesome. Moving on to, we'll kind of switch this out. I'm trying to do it as places I got it from. So we'll still Savers. So these three I got on Friday. I went over on my lunch break because I heard a rumor there was some stuff coming out, and I was right. As you guys saw in the video, there was NES for $60. The GameCube was still there. There was a couple other N64 games and a couple Super Nintendo games. This guy was $14.99, but I had a coupon with a couple things I got, made it $12. It's a $30 game. It's in really nice shape, so that was a nice pickup. There was also a copy of Super Mario World and Super Mario All-Stars on the dual cart for the Super Nintendo. It was marked for $20. It goes for $20, so there was no deal there to be had. I already have it, so I didn't need it for the collection, so I left it behind, even though it was a really clean copy. But I'll show this off real quick. One of my few eBay purchases for video games. I've been looking for Super Mario Brothers 2 complete since I got rid of mine. I got rid of my copy. I didn't have the box from mine, but now this guy's complete. It's in really nice shape too. There's a little bit of creasing on the inside flap, but everything else was there. It was really nice and clean. I paid $21 for it, which I thought was a pretty good deal via eBay. So they generally go for about $30, $35. So very happy to have that in the collection now. Now I have Mario 1, 2, and 3 complete in the box. So I just need Mario World's box, which is kind of hard to get because it was a packing game, but it was also loose. Anyway, grabbed this guy last week at GameStop. It's a GameStop exclusive. It's actually started going up in price quite a bit. I paid $16, I think, with my Elite discount at GameStop. That's a glare. Actually, I might have paid less than that. I think I paid $15 for it. Either way, it's nice. It's a good horror game. It's like one of the hide and puzzle games, and it's been going up. Check it on eBay. They're going for like $30 plus now. So if you can find one at your local GameStop, definitely pick it up. Moving on, grabbed this guy at Goodwill on like Wednesday, I think. They were bringing it to the front of the store. Oh, geez. They were bringing it to the front of the store because it's sealed. These don't go for nearly as much as I remember picking them up for in the past. I don't have an Xbox One, so this is for sale or trade if anybody's interested. I paid $3.99, which isn't a bad deal for a sealed game. I think they go for like $15 sealed on eBay, like somewhere between $12 to $15. So I might just throw it up online unless anybody's interested. These other 3, 4, 5, 6 games I got at Goodwill on Friday. So like I said, Friday was a pretty good day. This copy was actually inside of this. So this had Dragon's Dogma, the Dark Horizon, and the regular one. I actually have this complete, so this will just go in my doubles pile. But I mean, basically I paid $2 a piece because it was $3.99. Darksiders 2 for $3. I didn't have it. I thought I did, or if I do, it just wasn't checked off on my list. So for $3, not a bad deal. This was cool. A PS4 Final Fantasy 15 Deluxe Edition copy. I'm sure the DLC's been used, but I don't care. I probably won't play it. But PS4 game for $3 and a steelbook, I'll take it all day. My buddy at work played that game a ton and loved it. Who knows? Maybe I'll give it a shot. Maybe not. I don't know. I've never been a real Final Fantasy guy. Moving on. I got Bayonetta for $3.99, which was kind of cool to see on the PS3. I know it's not a very valuable game, but it's a pretty good game from what I've been told. And what is this? Dragon's Crown is my second copy for $4. Dan from the Rebel Gaming Club traded me one at Retro World Expo last year, and he told me anytime he sees them, he picks them up, especially if they're cheap, because he feels the game is eventually going to go through the roof. But hopefully I didn't give away a secret. Sorry, Dan, if I did. But it's cool because it's also an Atlas title. And Atlas is obviously a good company for gaming. Now, moving on to my Saturday, I'm going to kind of save everything I got at the auction for the end. just because there's so much of it. But anyway, moving on to Saturday, and today I went to a flea market on Saturday that is mostly car stuff. So anybody looking for toys and video games like I was, there wasn't many, and I got some good deals. I found some good toy stuff, so you guys will have to stay tuned for Friday's toy video to see the toy stuff. If you see, follow my Instagram, you already know what I've done, what I've got. But anyway, I grabbed the Wii Sports, the Spider-Man Road Rage Micro Machines, which I've never seen, is an uncommon game, but like $15. And the Hit and Run, I paid $5 for those, so $1 a piece, which is cool. They were mixed in with a bunch of DVDs. The AC/DC I picked up because it's sealed. I think I paid $2 or $3 for it. I thought it was worth more. I'd probably be able to get $10 out of it if I'm lucky. You know, can't win them all. And then the rest of this stuff here, minus the Xbox controller, as you guys saw in the video, I paid $10 for. The woman said $2 a piece, and then she, you know, said she was going to give me the deal for 15, and then I said 10. She took it, so I can't be upset at that. There was a couple empty cases there that would have been nice to have the games with, but she gave me the empty cases, so I'll show you those first. The Diamond and Platinum are empty cases, unfortunately. Bravely Second is an empty case. Naruto is an empty case. 2 Steelbooks for the PS3 are empty cases. But like I said, I was a Steelbook fan, so, you know, I'll pick them up. They were free. She was going to throw them away, so I took them. I saved them from the garbage heap. So they'll go into my empty cases bin. So if I ever come across the discs or the carts, I have them. Pick this up. It's the Steel, I'm sorry, Bravely Second soundtrack. It's still sealed. This will be for sale or trade because I don't care. Spyro Ripto's Rage. I think, I'm pretty sure I already have this, but I think I got the one with the gold cover. So I don't know if I'll keep this one or the other one in my collection, but either way, I'll have an extra copy that's going to be for sale or trade. This is kind of cool, a PSP game. I don't see good PSP games very often. This is what is this called? Third Birthday? Yeah, Third Birthday. It's like a $35 game. I didn't know it when I picked it up, but I'll probably keep that and give that guy a play because I can play it at work on my PSP. So that was kind of a cool pickup. Obviously the best out of the bunch for $2. This thing is mint. I've already had a handful of people ask about it, so it won't be here long. Pokemon XD, you guys know I'm not a Pokemon fan, but obviously Pokemon's made me some money in the past to keep doing this, so I'm not going to complain there. So you'll probably see this guy gone in the next couple days. This is actually the one that caught my eye, because I saw, like, from here up, from probably about 20 feet away. Obviously the PlayStation logo is what I was looking for. Big Godzilla fan, as you guys know, so I was glad to find that. It's like a $20 game, $25 game, so it can't be upset by anything I had here. Persona 4 will be for sale or trade. It's missing the manual, if I remember right, so if anybody's interested in that, let me know. Metroid will be for trade or sale. I think I already have one in my collection. If not, I don't really collect the Wii stuff anymore. I just trying to get rid of stuff that I'm never going to play, even though Metroid's a good game. No More Heroes 2, I've heard really good things about this, so I might hang on to this to give it a playthrough. But either way, it's still like a $25 game, so if I decide not to keep it, there's good money there. In Spyro, anytime we pick up a Spyro game, but for $1 a piece, I'm not going to be upset at that by any means, picking up a Spyro game for $1. So, like I said, guy. I paid $5 for this guy today. I was going to trade it into GameStop, but they said that this was drifty, whatever that means. So I'll just put it with the Xbox that I have that's for sale. I have an Elite for sale. If anybody's interested, let me know. But hang on a second. I'll show you everything I got at the auction. All right, guys. So I'm back. It took me a little bit to set all this up. So all this came from an auction I went to on Friday night. Minus one thing on the table. I'll point that out in a second. I forgot it was put away. Anyway, so pretty much all this came from an auction on Friday night. I did pay up for it, but I'll get to keep like 1 or 2 things that I wanted out of it, and the rest of it's going to go. So if you're interested in anything you see on this table, let me know. Basically, there was a ton of video game stuff at this auction, which doesn't happen very often. I didn't even know about like these guides. There's a ton of guides here. I didn't know about these were going to be there. Ended up seeing them at the auction. I got them for a real good deal. Most of this stuff, all this stuff here, all the game stuff was in one lot, which was really cool. So I'll kind of dive into it now so this doesn't drag on too much longer. First off, I paid $3 for this at the flea market on Saturday. It's factory sealed. Excuse me, sorry. Factory sealed. The guy, he said 5, I said 3. You always got to negotiate and haggle. And it worked out well. Unfortunately, this sticker doesn't want to come off, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do about that. I'll probably just sell it as is, let the person figure it out, what they want to do with it. These guides were all in one lot, which is really cool because you guys know I'm a huge Silent Hill fan, and there's a couple Silent Hill guides here that I didn't have for the collection. So that was really made me happy. Basically, for all these and some other books like odds and ends, I paid $25 plus their premium. So like, I don't know, like 30, $35, somewhere between there, basically for all these and some other odds and ends. So I'm just going to blow through these real quick to show you what's here, because there's some real good guides in here. There's not really any junk. Silent Hill, the first one. Silent Hill 2, this is duplicate. Silent Hill 4, I don't have that one. Another Silent Hill 4, different version. I don't have that one. Resident Evil, this is like the comic book, which is kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to keep that or not. It's not in the greatest shape, but it's kind of cool. So I might keep that. I don't know yet. Resident Evil 1 guide, which is a really good guide to have. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep that or not. This is Resident Evil 2 guide. It's beat to hell. I think part of it's missing, so I don't know. I'll probably just throw it with the game as like an extra. Resident Evil 3 guide. This one's beat pretty bad. But there's another one, the Brady Games version. This one is in nice shape. This will end up going with the Resident Evil that I have that's going to be up for sale. Resident Evil Outbreak, which is really cool. I don't know if I'm going to keep that or not, because I already have this game, but there's also a copy of it over there. You'll see in a minute. This one's apparently a good one. I've seen them sell it for as high as $45 just for this magazine. This guide. Haven't decided if I'm going to keep it or not. I might keep it because it's more uncommon and rare, but I don't know. And then Resident Evil 4. I have the Wii version of this, so I might keep this one and get rid of the Wii version. Just happens to be one that I have. And then this stack, Zelda, A Link to the Past. This is the Game Boy Advance version. Grant wants this. See, Grant, there's a little bit of rip there. I'm probably going to end up trading it to him. Just a PlayStation magazine. I don't know anything why it's special with this lot. Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat Mythologies. I actually just got that in the Nintendo 64, so I might throw that with the 64 copy, because I'm pretty sure they're the same across everything. My favorite Mortal Kombat, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I doubt I'll keep it, but I don't think it goes for much either. Metal Gear Solid, this does still have the poster with it, so it's going to go with the copy of Metal Gear Solid that's over here. Ico, there's a copy of Ico, so it's going to go with Ico. Shadow of Colossus, there's not one here, but I do have one that's going to be for sale, so this will end up going with it. Chrono Cross, nice one to have, especially for all these RPGs. In Final Fantasy X. So, like I said, I got all those and a bunch of other stuff for like $30. So, really cool pickup. So, the rest of this here was one lot. Only really went against one other guy for it. I pretty much hit my cap. But the money's here to be made. I tested out those systems. They both work. PS2 Slim works great. Comes with 2 controllers, all the wires. If anybody's interested, I will sell that. I have memory cards I can put with it. I actually think there's memory cards in the lot that are still in the bin. Nintendo 64 works fantastic. I tested it out. It does have, as I dropped that, it does have the expansion pack, 2 memory cards, 2 rumble packs. Only had 1 controller. The sticks, not bad. I'd say 7 out of 10. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can see there, it does have a crack. But these things are tanks. So, I mean, if anybody's interested in that, I will take it into consideration. Otherwise, I might put it in my rental unit and sell it off that way, since you can see, the damage on it. But like I said, it works fine. I'll just kind of go across the table. There's actually a lot of, hang on. Sorry, I forgot this was there. There's 3 memory cards there. There's also a bunch of loose disc stuff. Quite a few PAL games. There's Kingsley Adventure. These didn't have any manuals or anything with it. There's a PAL version of Alien Trilogy. All these are going to be for sale. What was that? Resident Evil. That's kind of cool to see as a PAL version. I wish the case was there. I'd actually keep it. Final Fantasy VII, the US version. That'll be for sale. Too bad I don't have a case for it, but still desirable game. Vagrant Story. I think I have that in the collection, so that loose disc will be for sale. Evil Dead PAL version. It's kind of cool. I'm a big Evil Dead fan, but no reason to keep, the PAL version. I'm not gonna be able to play it. Mega Man 2 Legends, which is a nice one to pick up. It's like a $30 disc. I don't remember if I have that one or Mega Man Legends 1 by itself. I have one of them, so if that's a duplicate, that'll be for trade or sale. Ace Combat 3 and another Ace Combat 3. I'm guessing it's a 2-disc set. I didn't know. But that's everything in that little binder. Couple demos. I think there's a bunch of demos in here because there's a bunch of ones that say not for resale and a couple that say demo discs. So this one's still sealed. I don't think it goes for much, but still kind of cool. PlayStation Magazine DVD demo. There's in here. I just took them out of the bag. Resident Evil Survivor. These are just manuals only. There was nothing else with it. A PAL version of Dragon Ball Z. I'm not sure what that is. Golden Sun. Not sure what that is. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Pokemon Stadium, which I actually saw the loose cart for the other day, so it would have been nice. Majora's Mask. Ocarina of Time. Every time I come across these, they are beat to hell for some reason. Super Mario 64, Perfect Dark, and Vice City. So those are all going to go in the doubles bin. Not the doubles bin, but the loose bin for stuff. Silent Hill 1. It's got a little rip in the front cover. There's no back cover art. It does work. I've tested it. One of my all-time favorite games. But this is a duplicate for me, so this is for sale or trade if anybody's interested. I'll sell it as a loose disc, even though it has the manual, but I'll sell it for a loose disc price. These, for some reason, just weren't in cases. What was that? Grand Stream Saga. It's like a $25 game. It's in nice shape. It's got the back art and everything there, so I'll put that together eventually. This one's just missing the manual. It's Evil Zone. I don't know anything about it, but it has the back art. Nice there. This little stack here, Resident Evil 4. This is the demo disc. Which is kind of cool. I don't have that in the collection, so I'll probably hang on to that. Just another copy of Resident Evil 4, which I actually think goes with that over there, so I'll leave that there. Not sure what this is. Lecture DVD? DVD player, lecture DVD. Maybe it explains to you how to use the DVD player on the PlayStation 2 when it came out. I have no idea. And then this guy, I don't know if this is a demo. Oh, it is a demo. Okay. Dragon Quest, was that 8? As you can see there, demo disc. So if anybody's interested in demo discs, let me know. I have a handful of them. So that'll go there. Metal Gear Solid, this is complete. So like I said, that's going to go with the magazine. VR missions, I don't think I have that, so I might hang on to that one. Fear Effect, I think that makes my 3rd copy of that game for some odd reason. So that is for sale or trade if anybody's interested. Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, which is awesome. I might bundle the 3 of them together and sell them, because I think I can get more money as a bundle. They are all complete. They're all in nice shape. I do have all these versions, so I don't need to pick up or keep any of those. Little story behind this one. This is complete. The discs for this were in this case, and this case was in another lot. So I told the guy who runs the auction house, and he put the case with it. Whether I won it or not, I hadn't won it yet. But obviously I won it, so I wanted it to be complete if I had it. So good thing to pick up. I already have one complete, so this will be for sale or trade for sure. So if anybody's interested, let me know. This one was the one that made me sad, because I've been looking to complete this. I have the loose disc copy of this. This is just the front. When I saw it, I just saw this, and then I picked it up, saw it was front art, and I forgot that it was a double case disc, because some dual discs, like, it was a case like this it's supposed to be in, but I've seen dual cases be like this. So anyways, it's the front art and just the demo disc, which I didn't have. So I haven't decided if I'm going to hang on to this and try to get the back art and the manual, or if I'm just going to sell it. I honestly don't know anything about the game, if it's a good game or not. I know it's got some value to it, so I don't know. If anybody's interested, let me know. Jammer Lammy. I don't know anything about that game, but I'm not going to play it, so that is definitely for sale or trade. The action replay was cool for the PS2. This is the Game Shark. The action replay is complete. Those will both be for sale or trade. Let's see. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater came with the Ultimate Code, so those will stay together. The Ico is going to go with the book. This PAL Ico is sealed. I don't know why this guy had so much PAL stuff. I've never actually had this much PAL stuff in my possession at one time. But Hob Jeeves said he wants that, so he's going to be here in a couple weeks, so maybe I'll save that for him. A couple PC games, Grim Fandango and Curse of Monkey Island. Those are for sale or trade. Obviously, Devil May Cry 3 for sale or trade. Budokai 1 and 2. I'll probably bundle them together and sell them off, so if anybody's interested, let me know. Prince of Persia, you know, anything about that's a $4 game. Code Veronica, this is probably my 10th copy of this game. This one has the demo disc with it for Devil May Cry, so that's kind of cool. I might keep that one. I got to see what version I have. Outbreak and Outbreak File 2. Outbreak File 2 is a good pricey game. I think it's like $35. Mine was missing the manual. This has the manual, so this will be an upgrade for me. Outbreak File 1. It's like a $10 to $15 game. I know I have it. I don't know what condition mine in, so that one might be an upgrade. Silent Hill 3. Awesome. Great game. Fantastic game. It's missing the soundtrack. Everything else is there. Everything else is mint. So that's for sale or trade because that is a duplicate. And then one of my favorite pieces, I almost picked this up at another time, is the Steelbook for Resident Evil 4. So I'm going to keep this one in the collection. I don't know if this disc goes with it. I've seen some copies that have the Greatest Hits version disc with it. Let me know which one's supposed to be with this, and I will definitely switch that out because I know I got a loose disc of the Greatest Hits here somewhere. I'll just put it and complete it. But very nice. And last but not least, a couple Dreamcast games. There was only 2 Dreamcast games in this whole lot. But you got Code Veronica, which is nice. I know it's got some value to it. And Jet Grind Radio, which was nice. I wish there was more Dreamcast stuff in this lot. Would have made it really cool. I don't keep a lot of Dreamcast stuff, so I'm pretty sure this is a duplicate for me. Will be for trade or sale, and I have no want or need to keep this, so this will be for trade or sale. So if any of you guys are interested, let me know. So this recap's going on a half hour long, probably the longest one I've had in a long time, but there's a ton of stuff here. So like I said, if you guys are interested in any of this stuff, let me know. A lot of this is going to go on eBay this week because I need to recoup my money, which I got into this, and make that profit back so I can keep doing this. Next Sunday, hopefully it doesn't rain. Keep my fingers crossed. I'm going to be able to go to Seekonk in the morning, and then I got to show up to Chelmsford. I'm setting up at a G.I. Joe toy show. So if anybody wants to go check it out, make sure you come by and say hi. I'll have a ton of G.I. Joe stuff and handful of video games, not very much at all, because it's not really, I think, where people are going to want video games. But I'll bring some stuff just in case. That was actually Grant's idea, because he tags along with me to toy shows looking for video games and doesn't usually do well. So I'm thinking if I do the same and bring some games to a toy show, who knows? Worst case scenario, I take them back home with me. But that's it, guys. Some real good stuff in this lot. Really cool stuff. As you can tell, this guy was a Resident Evil fan, which is awesome. I'm going to check my stuff, see what I got to upgrade, switch out, and then sell the rest. But if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. Instagram, Facebook is the best ways to get in touch with me. I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to some of you guys as quickly as I'd like. It's just been crazy outside of anything. I'm doing this right now at 8:30 at night, and it's definitely a lot longer than I anticipated. But I gotta bounce. I gotta still eat dinner and spend some time with the wife lady. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. We're at 4,500 subscribers, I think. Doing a contest at 5,000. I got to pick up the item. Then I'm going to start. As soon as I hit 4,500, I'm going to start the contest for 5,000. And then that way, I don't have any last second people jumping in to try to win for the contest. That'll give them a little bit of time. So as always, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it as always. I'll see you next time. Peace out.